Hey everyone, and welcome back to Color Me Conway. If you've been following along, you know today we will be talking about the newest episode of Severance Season 2, Episode 3. So let's get into it. Okay, a couple things stood out to me from this episode, and I want to share my top 3 thoughts and theories for Episode 3. So, first being, Cobell again continues to capture my attention. In the moment where she's in the parking lot waiting for Helena, what stops her from going into the building to talk to the board about her returning to the company on her own terms? I watched that scene, I actually rewound it to watch it again because Blue missed it. It's so clear that something is going on there. Either she has leverage on the company. When she approaches Helena initially in the parking lot, it seems like she feels she has the upper hand. But then when she's walking towards the building to chat with the board about her terms, something throws her off. You can see Helly's driver takes a step forward. I don't know if she got spooked or if she realized something and that going in to Lumen would be a bad idea for her. Super curious of what you all thought. Please put it in the comments below. That moment really stood out to me in episode 3. Okay, second thought, less a theory, very curious of people's thoughts here. How does Irving's Audi know something about the inside of Lumen that his innie doesn't seem to have context for? Irving has had sort of an interesting storyline this season. Specifically for episode 3, he's looking for what we later learn is called the export hall. He's having a conversation with a friend from O&D, and she identifies his drawing as a drawing of the export hall. What's curious to me about Irving, his Audi is able to recreate the export hall in a painting. And clearly is fixated on this image. But it seems like his innie has no idea what that hall is. I don't even know if he knows what the hall looks like when he immediately sees the painting in season 1 when he takes over his Audi. So really curious what people are thinking on that one, because an aside in episode 3 is that Mark is trying to burn a message in his retinas, of which we find out would not work in the elevator because of how you transition into your innie. And yet Irving's Audi knows something about Lumen that his innie doesn't know. Okay, last question to you all is, what is up with all the goats? I mean, I'm not sure why there are so many goats in this Lumen building, but the goat department is something I don't even think I can rationalize at this point. Obviously, the goats have some type of use to the organization. Some folks I've been seeing online think that could be related to medical testing. However, almost more shocking than the goats themselves are the people that work in the goat department. Would love to know what others are thinking about the goat department. Will this be the last time we see them? Will we see them in the future? They almost gave me vibes of not being fully human. They definitely didn't feel the same equivalent of Mark and Helly as far as just being a severed employee. And then the pouch comment of wanting to see Mark and Helly's bellies. Blue and I have been going back and forth on that one. You know, could that be a reference to Lumen doing medical testing on humans that maybe result in some type of pouch? Do the people in the goat department have pouches? Very weird, very unexpected question at the end of their visit in the goat department, but wondering what you all are thinking about the goat department and the pouch comment. Please let me know in the comments below. And the last thing, I know I said 3, but I got one more bonus one here. I think it was near confirmed in that episode that Helly, any Helly, is really outie Helly. There's a very distinct scene in episode 3 where Mark and Helly are in a hallway. It looks like they could kiss, they might not kiss. It's this sort of back and forth weird glances. Nothing happens, but I think nothing happens because Helly isn't herself. And it's Helena not knowing what to do and feeling awkward, but also low-key wanting something to happen because 10 out of 10, she is jealous of her innie and the life she has. So to me, that was like a direct signal that is Helly's outie on the inside of MDR. And based on what I've been reading, it looks like a lot of others agree with me there. So curious what you all took that scene as. But those were my top 3 thoughts and one bonus thought. So 4 thoughts. On episode 3 of Severance, again, loving this season. Please tell me what you think. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Please smash the like button, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.